Make sure y'all come and join, leave a like, comment. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Been gone from live for a couple days. Now we back. Thought I had got completely over COVID, but I didn't. Like I was still kind of down for the past couple days. So now I feel like I truly am at like 95%. Still got a lot of mucus, like trying to get rid of, but that's gonna leave in due time. I guess I gotta eat more healthy if I want to stop like fucking getting sick. But it seems like every time I try to eat healthy or try to eat more healthier, like I get like sick all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck? Tried to go vegan, got sick before. Like just tried to go on a couple fasts, got sick. I'm like, so damn, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be eating healthy or something? I'm supposed to be trying to do better for myself. Every time I try to fucking do some type of thing like with fast, whether it's eat more healthier, like or whatever, like I get some type of sickness. So I'm all for eating bad and eating unhealthy shit. Cause shit, I was feeling good with that. I ain't had no problem like shit. As soon as I stopped eating bacon, caught COVID again. Bacon probably was protecting me from that shit. I don't know. Make sure y'all leave it a thumbs up if y'all new to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We ain't gonna be on here too long. I only got one blunt. Ran out of wraps, and I damn sure ain't about to go to no stove at nighttime. But I do want to catch up, like just from being gone. I ain't been gone. I've been posting every day. It seems like when I don't get on live for a couple days, like I have made it a habit of me getting on live. Like so, when I don't do it, like damn, like shit, I'm missing work. How y'all been doing? What y'all like been like for these past couple days? Hey, we also hit 8,000 subscribers. Well, 7 and 8,000 subscribers when I wasn't posting. So shout out to the extra 1,000 subscribers I got. The next goal, of course, is 9,000, but the next major goal, we're gonna try to hit 10,000. Hopefully, we can do that by my birthday next month. So yeah, I am a Pisces. March 14th. Hopefully, like I said, we can get 10,000 subscribers by my 32nd birthday. I'm pretty sure that happen if I stay consistent, stay posting, stay the course. Can't let too much distract me. Even though, like I said, I wasn't getting on live those past couple of days, I still been posting, whether it was community posts, shorts, or what. But I still was making sure I was consistent. And the fact that one of my videos has hit over 1 million views, one of my shorts has hit over 1 million views, like that's, I'm ecstatic for that. I ain't never got a video of mine that had over 1 million views. Like I've been in my brother's videos where those got millions of views, but it was never me posting on my own YouTube channel. So, and then again, like on this time, the video is not me in it, so it ain't even like I'm talking in it. So, but still, for my channel, the Positive Minds Only, we'll take it. That's it. Next goal is 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get this channel monetized soon. Well, I'm looking by October. By the time I'll finally get monetized, it's a long process. Like, especially because shorts don't count towards your watch time hours to get monetized. So, if that was the case, I'd have been monetized. Because I'm over already over like 30,000 like total watch time hours, but those not public like for the monetization. So I wish I could get back pay from all that shit, but hey, we good, we cool. I ain't gonna trip. By the time I do get monetized, I'll have like at least probably like 30,000 subscribers. Shit, way more views. So who knows? Maybe the shit they could just switch up the fucking thing and allow shorts to monetize your channel because it is part of views. Like shit, that's what that whole algorithm shit be all fucking twisted. Posting shorts get you views and subscribers, but it don't get you hours towards watch time to get monetized. Like they always got it's a catch 22. So understanding that, I'm like I gotta get on live, dude. So here we are live. I try, like I said, man, I ain't been on it live for the past couple of days, but I have made it a habit to like get on live frequently. So and I ain't gonna switch that up. I ain't gonna change that up. It's gonna make it easier the more like I got stuff to talk about. Once again, this milk is. But I'm gonna start talking like more about worldly shit. I guess like that's what's gonna help grow my channel as far as like getting on live and shit. Like shit, just posting videos that ain't about me or what my message is. Like I ain't trying to push no certain message. Like that wasn't giving me no type of views. So shit, I'm gonna just start talking about shit what's going on in hip hop, like music, whatever. Like shit, that's gonna be my next avenue to like bring in more subscribers. So y'all see me talking about what happened to Crip Mac, and like, well, why he talking about Crip Mac? Like shit, like that. That's because I'm aware of what's going on. Like and shit, like Crip Mac has caught my attention plenty of times, even before what happened yesterday. So anybody know who Crip Mac is, or if you don't know Crip Mac, it's just Crip from Los Angeles, 55 Crip. Like just got DP, which means disciplinary punishment. Meaning he got jumped by 9 different dudes for something like that happened like 10 years ago when he wasn't even in that gang. Like, so that was some bullshit right there. But I'm not in no type of gang, so who am I to say how they run shit or they gang politics? Like, so I want to start talking about shit like that goes on every day, whether it's hip hop or just on some world shit. So I can have like just more things to talk about, and I don't want to just keep repeating myself, saying the same shit over and over, because eventually that's gonna get tiring. Motherfuckers ain't gonna want to keep coming back hearing the same shit. Like of course they want to hear something. You talk about something different. So if I talk about what's going on in the world, I could just add a positive mind spin to it. Like shit, bring something positive. Like what did I see? What was positive out of the Crip Max situation that happened yesterday? Well, first of all, like he stood up as a man, like shit. He felt he was in the wrong, so shit. He took it like a man, even though me looking on the outside, I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't there to do no dumb, like do no shit. Put myself in a position to get like jumped by 9 other grown ass men, like for some shit that happened when I was a teenager. Like, hell no, that don't make sense. But I also understand like them dudes like who was jumping him, like obviously he got something to do with some hate, some jealousy, some envy. He putting on for his city. He putting on for his gang. Like and he got a like you could tell he's a positive individual, even though he comes off kind of raspy, like kind of like gang affiliated. But I I've learned to not look at a person by like just what they claim, whether they're Blood, Crip, Vice Lord, GD. Like I used to judge people like that's for the longest time I ain't listened to Nipsey because he was a Crip and I was a Vice Lord. And like shit, Vice Lords and Crips they don't even bang against each other. Like it's Crips and Bloods. But still, like the fact that he was just representing another flag, I'm like I can't listen to his music. But as I got older, I'm like what the fuck? That's some kid mentality type shit. Like that's some teenage shit. Like so me getting out of that mindset, I was able like to listen to Nipsey, and thank God I was listening to him before he passed away. Out, it didn't just happen after he passed when I became a fan. Like shit, after he passed, I just became a way more huge fan. Like shit, so I felt like shit. He was taking the generation. He was taking what he had going on like to another level. He took it to another level. Like so, shit. If I could just add what he had going on, the positive aspects, like, to my business, like the strategy he used for the marathon, the Crenshaw clothing, like shit. If I can just do fix my shit any type of way in that way, like shit, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to capitalize. Well, I've already capitalized off like shit, just like the things I've learned from Nipsey. But that Crip Mac situation, Charleston White, he said some real shit. Like I had watched what he had to say about Crip Mac. I'm like Charleston White, even though he be saying some shit that most people don't want to hear, but it be the like God honest truth. And one dude says shit, you telling the truth, but people will kill you for the truth, like for telling the truth, like for being honest, for being real. Like so, shit, I don't give a fuck about dying. Like, what the fuck? I can't wait till like it's my time, like to exit out my transition. Like I'm not a person that's scared to death. I know what happens. I know where I'm going. Like so, it ain't no point in me tripping. I view Earth as jail, hell, like the same thing. That shit all the same thing. But it's a lot been going on, like shit. Not just with the Crip Max situation, but what else happened? Jim Jones in the Gucci store, like go getting treated racist by other black people. Like the fuck, y'all should have been stopped shopping at Gucci. Like been stopped shopping. Like if knowing like you've been in Gucci stores more than one time and you've been treated a certain way more than one time, like I wouldn't even shop at that company. A lot of times people are like, well, all stores ain't the same, all Gucci stores ain't the same. Like, but if you've been getting treated a certain way, like multiple times in a certain store, going towards a certain company, like, you might want to stop shopping with them. Like especially if they treating you racist, even if it's black people. Like shit, 'cause black people can be racist as fuck too. Shit, it ain't only white people that's racist. Like I've definitely met more black racist people. Like shit, why you think it's black on black crime? Like shit, that shit is real. Like that shit with Crip Mac was real. Like them his own people who jumped him. Like 9 people, 9 on 1 dude for some shit that happened 10 years ago. Like that don't make no fucking sense. Like that's some goofy shit. Like that's really some goofy shit. That's a grown man saying, "Oh, we gonna DP this dude because he was repping another clique 10 years ago when he was in his teenager. His mind, his brain ain't even developed. Yet y'all gonna try to discipline him for some shit he did back then. Like I said, even though he stood up as a man, took his punishment, I'm not in no game. Like that shit don't. You can't make that shit be right to me. Like make sense to me because it don't. Like the fuck. But I do understand how people's mentality are. Like, those wasn't his real friends. Like they seen him getting more famous. They seen him putting his gang on to the world, and they was jealous. They was mad, just like they took out Nipsey. Like, man, I gained a lot of respect for Crip's cousin Nipsey, but after the situation with Crip Mac, I'm like, man, fuck them niggas. Like, oh yeah, they really snakes. Like, and I can't say that for every single Crip. But at the same time, like shit, if this is how y'all operate, and this is normal, how y'all do things, like y'all need to be destroyed. Like it shouldn't be no fucking Crips and Bloods. Y'all not protecting y'all neighborhood. Y'all are beefing with other black men that look like you. What the fuck? You not going to fucking shoot at the police or some fucking KKK? Like y'all don't won't even step foot in their neighborhood. Like so, like me, I don't understand. Like I don't rep no game. Like I said, I grew up as a vice lord, and that wasn't even because I was like, oh, I want to join the gang. Nah, my grandpa was like calling me vice lord my whole life. As a child, he was calling me vice lord, and when I got older and understood what he meant, I'm like, oh, this is what he was basically telling me what I was, a vice lord. Like so, me with the mentality, we ain't had no OGs in my hood growing up. Like I ain't had no dad, I ain't had no mom in my household. So for my granddad to be calling me a vice lord, and he was somebody who I look up to. He always had the gold jewelry. He always had the rings, the chain, nice car. Like So I'm like, shit, if that's what, if you a vice lord, shit, I like what I see. Like, so that's the only reason, like, I was in a gang, but I wasn't understanding, like, gang shit, politics growing up. Like, didn't nobody put me on to the game. Like I said, I ain't had no OG. Like, when I was a vice lord, my granddad didn't live in my house. I didn't live with my granddad. So he would just come up to the neighborhood, or he'd come to our house, or we'd go to his house, and he'd say, hey, what up, vice lords? So as I got older, I'm like, okay, this the gang I'm in. I learned, I know what a vice lord is. I know what a GD is. Most of my friends I grew up with are GDs. Like, but I was always a vice lord. I never flipped. I never was a claim Crip. I never claimed Blood. I never claimed GD. Only thing I ever did claim was vice lord. But now, as a man, 31 years old, what it look like me claiming a gang, something that I claimed as a child, like when I didn't have no type of understanding, and even when I didn't have understanding, I went to seek the knowledge. Like shit, Google like was my best friend when I was like growing up. Like shit, any question I had about Vice Lords, I was typing it in, not just Vice Lord. I was trying to learn about all gangs, and like knowing like how it started, it was a positive thing, but over the time money, power, respect, lust, whatever you want to call it, it will always bring some shit down. Like so, and shit do get infiltrated by government. So that's another conversation. But it be a lot of shit going on that not just hip hop, but the world. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna start talking about this shit. You like, ain't no point in me trying to throw still messed up. But like, it ain't no point in me just trying to talk about like come off the top of my head or some shit. Like, I need to just talk about what's going on. Like so, shit. Crip Matt happened yesterday. Shit, I shared the Jim Jones. Oh yeah, Ti doing stand up comedy. God bless you, my brother with Big Slugger. What's up? What's up? I know I was coughing and shit, but you know how if you smoke, you get some weed particles in your throat, and it just shit just start itching. That's what just happened. But Ti doing stand up comedy. It was only like probably like a 15-second clip, but I didn't see like who was funny. He wasn't funny to me, but at the same time, like I said, I only seen 15 seconds. And if you just got the confidence to try something that you not even like, he ain't been doing comedy his whole life, or I don't know, he could have been a comedian like with his family and with it, like so. But that video I seen of Ti doing comedy, like I ain't gonna say he wasn't funny, but the clip I seen, like it wasn't like I didn't take him. I won't take Ti serious as a comedian. Like that just because I grew up listening to Ti and like the music he put out, like to see him doing stand up comedy today, like I would have never seen it. But he has been in movies where he's like said funny shit. So I mean, it ain't it ain't that odd. With that clip, it wasn't it wasn't that funny. What else going on? See, oh, that's what I'm gonna start doing. Start posting shorts. Whatever short I post of the day, that's what I could talk about. Like I said, talked about the Jim Jones and the Gucci incident. Talked about the Ti. I ain't even post Crip Mac like getting like jumped and shit, like, cause I don't want to promote that type of shit. But at the same time, if I'm adding my like what's going on to it, if I can add my spin to it, turn the negative to a positive. Like shit. That's what I mean. I was watching a fucking DJ Academics interview on Vlad TV, and he was just saying how he started off uh, with the War in Chicago YouTube channel, and how I seen DJ Academics posting these videos damn near every day about what was going on in Chicago. And at first, I thought he was glorifying it, but when I like went back and listened to it, like just today and yesterday, I'm like, oh shit, he really wasn't glorifying the shit. Like he was trying to just add his spin on it. But people thought he was glorifying it because he was giving niggas nicknames and shit. But that shit crazy. Like, I might need to add his blueprint to how he blew up on YouTube at least. Like, shit, I ain't trying to be DJ Academics or nothing, but how DJ Academics transitioned to where he at now, like, oh yeah, that's something like you should be saluted. No matter like how you say this person is, how goofy a person may seem, act, like yeah, that he got some business. Like he takes care of business. Like he get into that bag. So like I said, I don't want to just be getting on live every night and just talking about the same thing over and over. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world every single day. And so, especially hip hop. It's a bunch of shit to talk about hip hop. And since I love hip hop, I love music, not just hip hop. I love music. Like shit, I could just be a reporter on that shit, journalist on. But also, I am gonna start my book club. So anybody who want to join my book club, it's on YouTube already. Like, but I'm a, probably at least like one of my lives out the week, a night. We gonna listen to an audiobook and then we just gonna have commentary around it. Like, so whether it's Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, like different books, not just self help books, but Rick Ross got a book out. Like I still haven't listened to, but I need to listen to it. Then 50 Cent got Work Smarter Not Harder or Hustle Smarter Not Harder. I listened to that, but I want to listen to it again. So like different books I'm gonna play on the live, and like it's gonna be basically the Positive Minds on the book club. So I'm gonna try to do that once out the week, so I can add that to my YouTube thing. So I'm gonna try to be adding different things. And me being sick right now, well, I ain't gonna claim being sick, but me not being 100% right now, like that's what's kind of holding me back from doing a lot of stuff. Like just being alive for the past couple of days, it wasn't like I was sick, but it was like I was tired. My energy was took. Like I couldn't even eat really. Only thing I had taste for was tangerines. So, and even today, I ain't eat that much. Like I didn't have the appetite for Chick-fil-A. Like I took a few bites and I gave the rest away. So that COVID shit really do suck, but it ain't worse than how that shit was in the beginning. And anybody who caught COVID in 2020, then caught it again in 2022 or late 2021, you can tell it's a big difference. So it still takes my energy, still got me tired, not wanting to do nothing. But I'm like, I'm not about this. I'm not about to stop. Especially when I got something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build. Like I'm literally trying to build this Positive Minds only YouTube channel up. Check out Think and Grow Rich. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna read that. We're gonna listen to the audiobook. I've already read Think. I don't know how many times I've read Think and Grow Rich, but like I think so highly of the book, I want to have that like on my live one night. So that'll probably be the next book or the one we read first as far as me like getting on live Positive Mind Only book club. Like it's gonna be we're gonna listen to Think and Grow Rich. But that's like a 10-hour book, 11 hours. So it's not like we gonna just do it in one sitting. Especially when we talking over different subjects or different things he talk about in the book. But Think and Grow Rich is definitely one of my favorite books. That's probably my number one book of all time. Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill is the person who wrote that book. Like he's one of my like just favorite people, not just an author because he wrote a bunch of books, but just if you read Think and Grow Rich and you just like just understand what he went through to like get to where he was, like even though this is we talking about the early 1900s, like that book could still get you rich today. Like it could fix your mindset, like today. Like so you could tell like it's powerful what he was saying. Like it's true. Like that's the information that white people got that black people don't got, and that's what they say. Black people don't read. I've never been one of the people who didn't read. I always read, whether it was encyclopedias, dictionaries, Harry Potter, or the Hunger Games. Like I will read any book. Like so, Earl Nightingale, uh, The Strangest Secret. That's a good one. Like that's a good one. That's probably like 30 minutes, but it, he listened to Think and Grow Rich. Well, he didn't listen to it, he read it. Like so, definitely Think and Grow Rich is like my all-time favorite book. I have to read that at least once a year. Like literally, I have to read that book. Like so, doing it on live, like that's just gonna help me bring content to the channel. Yeah, 32. Yeah. I finally got somebody who up my age in this motherfucker. Usually it's somebody like they six, high schoolers, 18, 19. But as I transition, as I like try to grow this channel, like I said, more people's gonna be coming in and live. Like more people gonna want to talk about different things. More people got different experiences. Like I wouldn't expect somebody to be knowing about Think and Grow Rich tonight, like, cause I'm usually putting people on them like, yeah, I never read that, like, so for you to read them book, big slugger, like, shit, I already know where your mindset at. I already know why you even here. This is probably your first time on this live, but I already know, like, you a positive thinking person. You not no jackass. Like you ain't just no troll. Like so that's the type of people who I want to come to my live. I don't want no trolls. I don't want no comedians. That's not what I'm trying to do. Like shit. And I ain't trying to fucking change the world though. Like I'm not trying to wake everybody up. Fuck all that shit. I just want my tribe to find me and shit. We just rock out. Like shit. I don't need no other type of fucking uh, now Earl is 32. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, so you wasn't even talking about your age. My bad. Yeah. So you know what the Strangest Secret? 32. Yeah. Oh, if you read, if you listen to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, you've read Think and Grow Rich. Like you probably if you're not a millionaire, I know you're gonna be a millionaire in the next couple of years. Like that's simple. Like it's that easy. If you read those two books in particular, Think and Grow Rich and listen to Strangest Secret, which is a 32-minute video, I know you're gonna be rich. Oh, engineering. I was just talking about my cousin. She needed an engineer because she had different ideas. Billionaire, exactly. Like, don't nobody just want to be no fucking millionaire. Not me. Fuck that shit. Big millionaire, that's gonna be next to broke. Like so, but she was asking me like, did I know any engineers? I'm like, I don't know no engineers, but I was thinking about going to school for engineering, but I don't want to go back to school honestly. Like I just got out of school for cybersecurity. I'm like, I wasn't even trying to get no job in that. I just wanted to. At first I was, but then I'm like, nah, I don't want to work for nobody. So instead of me dropping out, I finished going to school, got the information. I'm just like, okay, engineering sounds cool. Like I want to build shit, but at the same time, like, damn, do I want to go back to school? Do I want to dedicate my time? Cause I'm trying to get to some billions. So school that takes away a lot of your time. Like so, but if you in a position for, well, you said you want to be you going to school? I mean, you're studying for architect and engineering, bro. When I was in elementary, the first thing I wanted to be was an architect. Like that's the first thing I ever wanted to be. It was truly an architect. Like so, I was learning how to draw blueprints. Like I was learning how to build houses, but I didn't pursue that. Like as soon as I graduated from high school, I'm like, I'm going to the military. So that's what I did instead. So, but if you studying for architecture and engineering, and you listen to The Strangest Secret, you read the, oh yeah, billionaire, billionaire alert. I need to subscribe to your channel, like not to copy it or follow you, know, but just I love to see people who's like been on the path what the type of path I've been on, like, because I'm not an average person. Like I know you're not an average person. Like, and most of the people who come to my live, who click on my video, they're not average people. Like, so it's not just you, Big Slugger, who I'm thinking highly of. It's some other people in who just ain't commenting. Like, they probably haven't read the same exact books. Grant Cardone, I fuck with Grant Cardone too. I'll be posting his videos. Like, so if you came to my channel off the Grant Cardone, like shit, I post his clips, cause that's the type of like energy I want for my own page, like for my own YouTube channel. I post Nipsey. I've been posting a lot lately, but like overall, the basis of my channel has been Nipsey Hussle clips, like any inspirational Rick Ross, Money Man, like just anything positive, like a message, is but mostly Nipsey Hussle, like. But that's like I was like I want those type of people to follow my channel because I fuck with Nipsey Hussle. Like I'm not truly a Rick Ross music fan, but I am aware he got a lot of game. Like he a businessman, so I'd be a fool not to listen to what he got to say. But you know what I realized? None of them people except for Nipsey Hussle was talking about books. None of them. Books is important. You went to your live. I don't know how that's crazy. That's how the. It ain't crazy to me. I already know how the universe works. Like I know exactly. Young Dolph for me. Hey, I'm a big Young Dolph fan. Like I post them Young Dolph clips. Like so, like I want his fan base. It's like I'm pulling from people's fan bases by posting their clips that I'm inspired by. Like so, and it's all positive message. I'm not posting bullshit, so I'm not getting no bullshit people on my live. But for the fact your phone dropped and they clicked on this live, like yeah, you supposed to be here. Like out of all the like books I mentioned, like you know about those two, like that ain't no coincidence. That's divine timing. And that's probably like how a lot of people just probably come to my live like it'd be an accidental click. And then I'm like, oh shit, let me listen to what he got to say. And then it resonates with what they got going on in life. And like, that's just how my life has been. Like, just me meeting people, like, just having faith walking out, like, on my own, like, beliefs and knowing I'm going to accomplish some shit in life. Like, shit, things just start to work out magically, it seemed like. And I just followed that path like I followed the magic. it's, that's the best way I could fucking put that shit. What's up? I'm new here. What's the subject? Oh, shout out to you, Pounding Day. Pounding Day Pinkville. It ain't truly one subject. Like it's just like whatever has been coming up. Like I just go with the flow. Much respect and blessing to you, my brother. But I was talking about books. Like I'm gonna do a book club on YouTube Live, and I was just discussing some of the books I wanted to have, like Think and Grow Rich, Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. I already did a live where I did that one, so like that's probably the first book club book I did was Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. So the next thing I'm gonna do is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, because those two books right there like changed my life. Gave me the mindset of a positive thinking person, because I wasn't always like this. Like yeah, I was always positive thinking, but I wasn't like how I am now. Not in my 20s. Like so, and I'm just talking about shit. Just once I start reading those books, like them, I swear to God, once I listened to Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret every day for 30 days, and I did what he said do, I followed those steps, my life changed. And shit, it ain't just always been positive. I ain't just always been on Ohio. No, I've been up, down, in the valley, on the mountain. Like shit, I just been going forward. So it led me now to like creating Positive Minds Only as a podcast, and then now I got my YouTube channel. But at first, I was posting videos like it wasn't really getting no views, like until I started posting shorts. Then when I started posting shorts, I done got over 2 million extra views, and I done got another probably like 7,000 subscribers in like the past 2.5 months, like off posting shorts, like so. And it's giving me like it's bringing people to my channel like somebody who I can vibe with. Like I know if me and Big Slugger grew up like we had probably been best friends. Like that's off the back like shit. You studying to be an architect and like I was literally talking to my cousin about an engineer. Like just thinking like that. Follow the follow the signs. Like just follow the magic. Like, shit. Well, yo marathon, get on your shit. Take care of your shit. Don't let nobody stop you. But my goal is like to add to my channel is to add talk about hip hop subjects, like just world topics. Basically, Positive Minds Only is a media company. The goal is to only talk about positive shit, like just add a positive shit to just the fucked up world we live in. So, like that's why I post clips of Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, Grant Cardone, like shit. I post those different type of clips because those are the like people who I want as an audience. I don't want just no fucking regular ass clown. What you smoking on? I'm smoking on some Rascal OG. Like I got a couple pounds of it left. Like it's a Kush strain, like so I love my Kush. I ain't a person who like to be like smoke weed and just be down, lazy and shit. Nah, my shit like motivate me. Weed gives you schizophrenia. No, but like schizophrenia, I know that's a spiritual thing. Like schizophrenia, it really ain't. Like San Antonio, military city. I fuck with Gorilla. The first time I came to Vegas in 2017, I smoked Gorilla glue with my brother, and that shit had me stuck. Like I ain't even want to drive smoking like fucking with Gorilla Glue. But weed is all I need. That's my motto as well. Like shit, that is all I need in this life. but but schizophrenia, yeah, I don't think it give me schizophrenia. I I do talk to spirits though. Like I do talk to not just spirits. I hear people's thoughts. Like people, I don't even like to have like certain conversations about like truly like who I am and like my certain gifts. But I be hearing people's thoughts. It's that's the best way I can. Thank you for that. Subscribe for sure. But I be hearing people, and the way I say I hear people, a person's thought, like I know they'll think something, cause I'll hear it there, I'll hear their voice in my head, and I'll hear them say something, and then they'll either text me, they'll call me, basically saying what I heard them say. So, like I got different, like as I've been on my journey, like I became into this like fucking person, like I'm like, hey, this shit works out for me. Oh, if he's schizo, he's probably not good for you. I don't know, like shit. I never met a person who was schizo. Then like I want to get down to like, okay, where did that come from? Like what are the voices saying to you? Like if you know somebody who deals with schizophrenia, like I want to know like shit, what they saying to you? Like what the fuck? Where is they guiding you? Who do you think those voices are? Like, because a lot of time these people have spiritual gifts. I'm from Gary, Indiana, but I live in Las Vegas. Like so, but people have spiritual gifts where they can hear like spirits. They don't understand that because they probably grew up in a Christian or religious household, and that shit is obsolete. Like yeah, they don't believe in that shit. Like so, they're not aware of spirituality type thing where you can hear a person. It don't even have to be somebody who passed away. Like I said, I be hearing people who are alive. I can hear their voice in my head. That shit pop up immediately. So I don't think it make you schizo. I mean, I think people smoke certain weed. I've been to Texas when I was a truck driver, and then like I had a family reunion in Austin, Texas. That was in 2015. Then I did the trucking in 2016. I was in Dallas, but that was the last time. But I don't think weed can make you schizo. Like, but it is some type of weed that if you smoke that shit, it'll have you paranoid. It probably do make you schizo. If you never experienced hearing somebody, hearing a different voice in your head, and then like the weed you smoke was had you hearing some shit, like I don't know. I'm just like I know that my weed doesn't do like that. Don't happen for me. That my shit make me talk more. Like shit, make me conversate more. Make me think of ideas and shit. Weed is all I need. If I don't smoke, I can't sleep. Like I probably be like to myself. More. I ain't gonna say more angry, but I do get irritated quicker if I don't smoke. So I haven't been smoking a lot lately because I've been kind of sick, trying to get over COVID. Like people like, hey, nah, you need to smoke more weed, but I just couldn't roll up, and then I had all this mucus coughing up, like coughing repeatedly with smoking. Nah, that wasn't working. So now, like today, I smoked probably like 3 blunts today. Like so, I'm getting back to like my normal shit. Usually, I probably smoke at least like 7 blunts a day. Like easy, I can smoke a half an ounce a day. When I was growing up, when I was like 16, 17, when I used to smoke weed, all it did was make me laugh. It would last 3 hours. A gram would last 3 hours, half a gram. Cause we was buying nicks and dimes. Like that would last 3 hours, and it would make me talk more, and it'd make me laugh more. And now, like shit, be having me wanting to just go to sleep. And it's some shit. When I turned 18, my 18th birthday, I had some weed and I smoked it out of bowl. That was the first time I smoked it out of bowl, and I got so fucking high. I had some fucking the candy bars called whatchamacallits. Like I had never ate a whatchamacallit a day in my life until my 18th birthday when I'm stupid high, smoking a bowl with my friends, and like that shit was fucking trifling. I threw that shit up. Like, but before then, like all the weed did was make me laugh. Like that was one of I've been high, like a lot of times, like off weed, the edibles, like shit. I've been stupid how I want few edibles. Like a lot of people like edibles don't work. That because like so if you don't get them from the dispensary or if you don't get them from somebody legit, then like that shit ain't gonna hit. But if you got somebody who know how to make some edibles, or you go to a dispensary, like them edibles have your ass on cloud nine. Like me, I know I've been on cloud 10 a few times. Well, I'm like, man, I don't even want to be this high. Like it ain't even cool. Like I like my shit being mellow. Like I would like being able to smoke and then have a conversation. But most people they don't even want to be talking like shit. But I always been a talkative person. I feel like we help people who find it hard to meditate. I 100% agree with you about people who are spiritual often just get shut up because they don't want their powerful knowledge. Exactly. So I'm a person. I'm like I ain't trying to get took out because I know like shit. That's what they do to people like me. I'm like a fucking mutant X-Man. Like so, I'm not. The only reason I mentioned like a gift that I had because like shit, that's what I was led to talk about. Like that's what came out. But I'm not. I don't even like talk about that shit because people like this nigga crazy. What the fuck I'm listening to? Unsubscribe. But I don't give a fuck. Like if it ain't for them, like them, if my message ain't for a person and it makes them want to unsubscribe, then cool. Cause I ain't trying to be famous. This shit is about positive minds only. This is my brand, my company. I'm trying to work on building this mother. So it started from the podcast. Now we on YouTube. So and I got some merchandise. Like then I wrote a book on how to meditate. It's crazy you said people find it hard to meditate because a lot of people don't know how to meditate. I meditated right before I got on live. Like when I meditate before I get on live, I'm able to talk easy. It's gonna flow. If I don't meditate, if you watch a few of my lives, you'll see it's hard for me to have a conversation, to start a conversation unless somebody's in. But if I meditate, then you're gonna see me like just easily talking for hours. Like today's one of those days I can talk for hours. But it's because I meditate. I only meditated for like 4 minutes. Like people don't be thinking you gotta meditate 30 minutes, an hour. Nah, I used to. When I started reading Think and Grow Rich and Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, at the same time I started meditating. So like I was meditating when I woke up, when I was going to sleep, like taking a nap. I always had meditation music playing. Like then doing guided meditation because I was trying to fix my mindset. So I'm like, I was doing it because I knew my life was going, it wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So I'm like, shit, how you fix it? Oh, you read this book or you follow the steps. Okay, I got it. Like, so once I got it, like, I just kept going. And now we here, like, I'm more comfortable with being on camera. Like, at first, I'm like, fuck YouTube. I got two brothers. One got 8 million subscribers, and the other got over 1 million subscribers. I'm just now getting on YouTube consistently. Like, and they've been popping since 2014, 2015. Like, that shows you, like, I was not trying to be on no fucking YouTube. My best friend is like that. Says he sees spirits and beings. Sometimes you gotta see cats. Couldn't do. Breeze that never seen spirit. I've seen spirits. I've seen like I see a lot of shit. Like it don't phase me now. Like even when I realized I had the gift, it didn't phase me. Probably because I was brainwashed from all the movies I had seen before. Like I don't know, but my wife she sees spirits too. Like so, me being more spiritual instead of being more religious, like I was able to come to terms with what I was seeing, what I was feeling, what I was dealing with. So really, when I was a Christian, like it made me like not want to step out of like I didn't want to go to hell. Like so, it was like I wouldn't even try to do. I wouldn't try to take no type of risk. Like I ain't trying to be no sinner. Like because especially when I could die any day. Like shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. But once I was like, let me like rearrange how I think, my beliefs. Like, wait, these beliefs, these aren't really my beliefs. They came from my parents. Like, so I'm like, especially because the person who raised me was my great grandmother, and she was raised by somebody who was damn near a slave. Like, my great grandma was picking cotton when she was a kid. Like, so the way she raised me, basically like shit. I was picking weeds, picking the put. The house was immaculate, even though it was 5 siblings in one house. Like so, we was all cleaning and doing shit. Like we was basically like slaves growing up. Like so, she taught me to be a Christian. Like she taught me what she thought was right, which wasn't truly was right for me. So like I had to rearrange, like get all type of new beliefs for myself. But what type of music you into? Hey, so if you talk about me, what type of man? Of course, rap, hip hop, R&B. Then, like, I was raised on gospel music, The Temptations, Michael Jackson, The Supremes, like Smokey Robinson, the Gap Band, like shit. That's what I was raised on. Like, I ain't started truly listening to rap until like 50 Cent Getting Rich or Die Trying came out. Like when he came out, that's when he became that's I became Lil 50 Cent basically. When 2003, I was 13. Nah, his album came out in February, so I was still 12. Like, but by the time I got the album, I was 13. Like, he had a gap. Like, he reminded me of myself. Didn't have a mom or dad. Like, even though my mom wasn't dead, like, she didn't raise me. She wasn't in the household. So, I felt like, hey, oh, this dude super, like, he ain't got no type of fear. Like, shit. He beefing with everybody. Like, he don't give a fuck. He don't care what you think, what you say. Like, so that's what I clung to. So, I thought I was the next 50 Cent. But then J. Cole came out, started listening to J. Cole. Then J. Cole and Nipsey came out around the same time, but I listened to J. Cole first. So But now all I listen to is probably Nipsey, some Money Man, Young Dolph, of course. Yes, I listen to not a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't listen to a lot of music like that. I experience people who have died or are there. They dimensional worlds combine to create a new form of energy, being of their past. Great question. Like we kind of spirits you talking about because we talking about spirits. It could be a spirit as in a person who was on this life in this world, an ancestor who passed away. So one of those an ancestor when they first passed away, they're them without flesh, but they know like they basically woke up now, cause they not once you die it's like oh shit that was just the game like cause that's what that should be. Then you got spirits who don't ever come to earth. They just like guardian angels, like shit. You got different gods. Like people think it's just one god. People like Buddha, people like Jesus, those are come as spirits. Like Nipsey Hustle is a spirit. Like it, whatever you can. Like it ain't just in one like way. Like it's so many spirits like that I deal with on a daily. Whether it's an animal spirit, like it's so many types of spirits. Fairies, like some spirits that don't have no type of form, face to it or nothing. You can't even imagine it. Like spirits. Sometimes, like if it'll never happen when I'm alive, but when I would have like record a video, like you would see orbs flying around me, and those orbs are spirits. Like before my last daughter was born, like she, my wife was in labor probably like 20 some hours the whole day, but right before she was born, a fairy flew past the hospital window, and my daughter like came right after that. Like so, like I see all type of spirits. I think it wouldn't phase me either. I believe if you can think it, it can probably be done or has been done. Nothing is really. You're right. Like shit, that's exactly like when you got a belief like that. Like you bound to see some spirit. You probably have seen a spirit, but just didn't realize what you saw. A lot of times, people see stuff out the corner of their eye, thinking they saw something, but it was a spirit. Like or thinking they heard something or thought. Like they know it wasn't their voice, but they heard something. Like the small things like that, like be spiritual things, and people take it for granted. Like it's like there's coincidence, but me, I understand. Like I have an understanding of like just who I am as a person, like what goes on in this life, what happens after life. Shit, no, like I studied that type of shit. So that's what I'm an expert. I'm an expert in spirituality. I'm an expert in self. But I could talk about hip hop. I could talk about like worldly shit, like cause we humans, we see this shit every day. You get on social media, it's there. Like, so I got an opinion on some shit. So my whole thing, like, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't trying to get on YouTube at first. But even, I always had my YouTube channel and I would post videos every once in a while. I was never consistent until this year. And like in December. Like, that's when I became, could start posting every day. Like, so now that's gotten me over 2 million extra views and like I said 7,000 plus subscribers in the past 2.5 months. I'm like, imagine if I do this for a year. You know, like imagine I'll definitely be able to build a fan base, especially if I get on live every day and just by accident a person clicks on a live and starts to listen to what I got to say and subscribe. Like that's more subscribers right there organically. So like I post shorts of my favorite rappers like Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph. Like shit, I post Grant Cardone clips because he's a damn near billionaire. Like shit, Rick Ross, he's a businessman. Like pretty sure he could be a billionaire by the time he exit out this month. Like so, anything that's inspirational, I post. I probably will post kind of funny shit here and there, but that's not like I ain't gonna try to bring that type of energy to my page, or not at least to my brand, because it's about positive minds always. But it's definitely cool. Like I got way more new people in my live tonight. Usually I have like 3 or 4 people, but it's be the same people who I like usually come through on the live. Like so for me to like have be conversating with 3 different new people. Like hey, it's working out for me. Just I said, however, my mother passed last April, and I know I saw her spirit leave her, just not visually. More like oral wise, weird, but that's true. I already know you telling the truth. Your mom is right here, right now. She's right there with you. Like if you, every time you think of your mom, every literally every time you think of your mother, she's there with you. Anytime you smell her, or smell a scent that she had, anytime like what most people do, like they kind of forget about like people that passed away because they think they go to heaven or hell, but nah, they be right here. Like so, me knowing like they still here and like I got a bunch of ancestors. Like I'm always leaving. I got some fruit on my altar right now for my ancestors. Like so, like if I look out for them, guess what they do? They look out for me. Like I don't ignore them. I ask them for help. Like literally, I acknowledge all my ancestors. So I got a little sister who passed away. I got a dad who passed away. I got a great grandmother who I love dearly passed away. Like when I talk about them, they're here now. Like so, my life works pretty well for me. Like knowing, like having like just the mindset I have, the beliefs I have. Like it works pretty well. That great. So that's great words. Thank you, bud. You just with me. Definitely, I'm telling you, like if your mom like not to say she smokes cigarettes or if she's ever smoked weed, and, like if you put light a cigarette for your mom and put a picture her picture next to it, watch what happens. Or put some water, get a glass of water. Anybody who got somebody that you love that was dearly close to you that passed away, do this one thing: put a glass of water and next to their picture. If they like whatever food they like, whether it was a snack, if you put that out there, I promise you, your life will change for the better. Like good shit will just start happening to you. Like your life is gonna be like 1,000 times better. Like so, me knowing that, like I do that shit like faithfully, basically. So, but like I said, I wasn't always like this. In 2017, 2016, I didn't have this type of mindset. I was what, 26, 27. I was still making bad decisions. By the time I was 28, that's when 2018 came around. Like that's when I'm like, fuck this shit. I can't keep living how I was living. Like so, reading those books, Think and Grow Rich, listening to Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret, I applied that information and I never looked back. Like I never turned around. Like so, I was for the longest I've been preaching, hey, let's read these books. Y'all read these books. But black people don't read. But now I've got to this point in life, like shit, people already read the book. Like I be asking people to recommend me, or like give me recommendations for books, and they'll be saying Think and Grow Rich. So, but at first, a couple years ago, when I first was reading it, nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about. So I just see your live screen pop up, and I'm glad I met you. You're a very good, honest person, very deep down to earth and connected. One love, one love for sure. Like that, and that's how I want my channel to organically grow. At first, I didn't think like if I hopped on live, a random person could see my YouTube channel. Like, like for some reason that didn't click in my head. Like, but now I do it every day. I see how random people see my channel just pop up on their YouTube because I post every single day. Like, literally, I post every day. Like, if you probably never clicked on my live before, but you probably seen the short that I posted.